Hello, Smite fans, and welcome to episode 33 of the Gank Right Lane podcast. Today, we're going to be going over Road to Worlds playoffs, and we're going to be doing our positional power rankings. And the reason for that is because we're in person this time. We're sitting on the same couch.
On each other's laps.
Not quite. But we are close enough I can lean over and give you a big old kiss on the mouth
Yeah,
if I
and
wanted to.
that's what I'm excited for. Is anytime you say anything crazy, I can reach over and just punch you.
I
Any-
thought you were gonna say kiss me.
any
We just start making out every time I say something stupid.
what kind of podcast is this anymore?
Is that what they do on podcasts?
All right, guys, I'm out of here. This was my last episode. What you said? This is 38, right? 33.
33.
33. Wow.
And
The first one in person.
third of the way to 100.
True.
It's actually a milestone one, kinda.
Kinda.
Not as much as like a 25.
Yeah, like a
but
25 was good. A 20.
what do we even do? I don't even think we did anything for a 25.
No, I think I kind of forgot about that. But I mean, we'll have to do something for
50. 50 is the next big one, I think.
100. Let's wait till 100.
That's like 2 years from now, man.
Really make them wait for it.
Especially if we take another break, like we did in
Oh,
between the phases.
Like
It's gonna be
off
2
season?
years. Yeah.
Okay, maybe not 100.
I think 50 would be a good one.
It's okay.
So, John
Yeah.
posted a photo of one of the all league things from last phase, and did just a random Discord we're both in.
one else.
Neither of the other people in that Discord, they probably haven't even heard of Smite. Like maybe we talked about it in passing, but that'd
We
be
tried
it.
to get him to play.
Yes,
No.
but like they've never played it. I doubt they've even watched it. They have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah, if they've played it, they definitely have not watched it. So.
Yes.
But we're spreading the truth of BMT,
Yes.
I suppose. It's pissed. That's why I'm gonna have to not show you.
I don't look pissed in those images.
They do. I don't know. I'd be happy, man. Take my picture. I'm a Smite player.
Jake went on in his Warriors one, he looks stoic, and on the Glass one, he looks depressed.
I know. He's ready to end it all.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
I'd say he's that
I would be
depressed,
too.
but...
Like,
Oh yeah, I don't really blame him that much, but
come on, man. No, he's definitely over it. He's got kind of like the head tilted back thing going on too. Now this is the guy we're here for. This guy. Oh, wait, I need to stop just showing pictures because they.
yeah, they can't see it.
They can't see anything.
I can
Okay.
see it. They can't.
Okay, Jengar. This guy's in my top 10, by the way. Maybe. We'll see in a little bit.
Give him another phase of that production, and I'll allow it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. One more phase, and
After half a phase, it's not gonna happen.
Could be possible. Okay. I really hope this is picking up my voice here close enough.
Yeah, it looks like it. The
and
bar's
we got
moving.
Okay, we're filling this out as we go. Let's
Yeah.
go. Okay. I'm excited. All right, but first we are.
Right. I gotta pull up on my phone because I don't want to fuck with it on my computer.
Here, you can. Oh, you can't even see it from here.
Well, what if I want to look up a different thing than
That's
you do?
true. He's got a point. Okay, see, this is why you're the boss here.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
you have all the good ideas. Well, let's run through it in the order they were played. Okay, so I'm honestly in shambles right now. I didn't lose it.
You forgot it.
I forgot my notepad with all of everything that's in my brain goes onto the notepad, and so after like a day, my brain resets, and so I have nothing of value inside of it. It's all in the notepad.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting. But I know I think there was literally one game I missed. I watched every single game, not even a set. I missed one game, and it was like Leviathan's Kings,
Yeah.
game 2.
I'm trying to remember what all I watched. I remember I watched Warriors Levi's. Yeah, I don't remember what else I watched.
that was a
I
one.
probably watched something on Saturday.
That was one.
I watched some of Warriors Ravens, and then I was like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
They're getting rolled. They're getting Ravens.
No, I could tell after that the first set. So our first set was Ravens Dragons. Dragons won that 3-1. Yeah, I could tell after that they weren't doing much in this tournament.
Yeah.
Haddix was slamming chalk and not doing anything.
I don't know
on
what
it,
that was
which
about.
I mean, in game three he looked pretty solid on it, but
I know it got buff, but it's still chalk.
right.
In a
I
meta
mean,
that I don't
yeah, he
really
was
feel
just
like suits chalk too
not doing
much.
anything. I mean, sure he was tanky. He didn't die a lot because he's Haddix. I think that's just a Haddix thing at this
Right, yeah,
point.
that has nothing to do with chalk.
Um, this was kind of at first I was like, wow, this is a banger set. But then the more I watched the other games, I was like, these are just two teams not playing well who have to play each other.
Yeah.
And
Zapman did real bad this
Zapman
tournament. Holy
was
cow.
horrible. I was like standing up for him at the end of the phase because I thought he was playing genuinely decent.
I did too, honestly. I was giving him props as a Zapman hater, and now I can go back to my
He,
ways.
yeah, no, I'm coming with you because he played awful.
Guess his stat line for the tournament.
It was it under 10 kills?
Yes.
Okay, so it was like 8, 29, and 30 or something.
I think you think he played more games than he did.
Okay,
Because he was 5, 20, and 17.
5, 20, and 17. See,
That's
wow.
very bad.
I don't care. He played 7 games, man. Who goes 5, 20, and 17 in 7 games? Hey,
He played 6 games. Oh, wait, no, that can't be right. It says here he played 6 games, but he definitely played 7.
yeah.
So I don't know
Mm.
what the fuck this is saying.
Well, I guess that's like a regular casual game stat line for us. So,
Yeah, fair.
no, that's I mean I was amazed at how bad it was over and over and over again. Like,
Yep. But hey,
yeah.
they picked him up for tournament time, so surely he's gonna pick up during the. Oh wait, it
Wait,
was a tournament.
this is tournament.
It's
Oh,
almost like he's washed.
dude, all the Ravens just don't play in tournaments.
I mean that's true as
Scream,
well, but
Scream tried.
yeah.
Venenu, honestly, he was the only one who showed up. I guess Scream went 1-8 game two. Venenu was the only one who showed up for some of these games.
Yeah.
It just depended on
Yeah,
his.
Haddix hasn't been playing his best for a while.
No, I don't think he's played his best all since first phase.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not been bad, but yeah, like there are times here.
No, they did so bad this tournament, it actually changed my rankings for the positions. Like, I think uh, all of them might have moved down. All of the Ravens genuinely might have moved down.
Wow. See,
Well, no, there's one who stayed the same, but they were already pretty low.
I think Venenu did good. Scream, when he showed up, he did really well, but then there were times where he wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to make of that. I will say though, less about the Ravens, more about the Dragons. Is Coach was an animal. He was a
Coast is
dog.
a dog, dude.
He was a dog. Oh, okay. I've been waiting to bring this up with you all week, man. Ever since I watched these games, I think Dardes might be one of the most skilled players in the league. Prove me wrong. He plays for one. He plays everything. He plays every different.
Yeah, where did this fucking thing come from of he plays like 3 gods? That's like the Dardes stereotype,
It's
and it's just not true.
because he has like 3 main ones that other
Right.
people don't play, but he will play even when they're. Yeah, but he has so I think he has the biggest god pool, I would argue. And it's not like he plays one style too. He can hop on anything and play any different style, whatever his team needs. And
Dardes is pretty good.
he was playing Kukulkan. I think he went undefeated on Kukulkan this weekend. Just wild. Um, and his Morgan, I mean, he was going crazy on the Morgan. His stat line wasn't the best, but in game, I mean, he started every single fight.
Yeah.
He was popping off. Him and Coast drove those games. Lasber kind of showed up as well.
Yeah.
Uh, did he not really? Yeah, Coast was carrying though. I mean, like you said, he had all but one kill game four.
I forgot about that, yeah. That was like the
Um,
deciding game, right? Coast was just like, hello, I'm here to
yeah,
win.
I mean that's what they've been doing. They play through their duo lane. They get him ahead early, and they put him on Honor, who he can just
It
walk
was
at
such a
people.
good pickup for
Yeah,
him.
he's the best Honor player right now. And what did he get on her 4 games in a row? No, he got it 3 games in a row. Then he got Hachi last game.
Imagine if he was on like a good team. Like the Dragons are bad for sure. They might even be approaching good, But there are three teams significantly better. Imagine
Yeah,
slot him in the Warriors over Nextroid. That team would have not lost a game this entire year.
yeah,
They'd still be
for
undefeated.
sure. I mean, they're like the Dragons didn't look. They looked a little bad in some of these games, and so
I think they are a little bad.
they're probably a little bad. But yeah, they didn't look. They looked well above the other teams, but they looked a lot worse than the Warriors, Leviathans, and Ferrymen.
Yeah,
But so does everyone.
yeah.
So, all right. Did you watch any of? Did you watch any of this one?
What's the next one?
The
Most
old
horrible in
Leviathans
town.
Kings.
No, come on, who cares?
Yeah, this was a. Well, okay, wait. There was a point. This game was game two was close. The kills don't look like it, but then man, it was making me so mad because look at this variety 1-7. When he's in a team fight, like in lane, he just I think he throws. I feel like
He's a bit of a feeder.
anyone could do better than him in lane. But in team fights, he's a monster. But he shows up to team fights
Way
six
down.
six levels down, and so they have to stall out the game so long. I didn't think Yarkor played
Yeah.
greatest.
It's. I mean, it's been their problem for a long time.
Yeah,
Even when they were good, it was like, if they're gonna lose, it's gonna be through variety.
yeah. We'll look at this. Their or I wanted to call them their duo lane, but their duo throwers.
Right. The right side of
Two,
the map, as I
yeah,
like to
the
call it,
right
jungle
side.
solo.
Yeah, 2-11, game one. 1-14, game two, and then oh, here we go. 4-13 was their best stat line.
They're so bad, dude.
I mean, there were times like left side of the map and mid lane would be winning on the Kings. They were winning at one point of this game, and then you look over to right lane and they were like 0-8 already. And how do you even play the game at that point?
And I mean, the rest of this team is so talented.
Yeah, they are. They are.
But
They're
like,
good.
you look at their stat lines, and their stat lines are like pretty good for the other players besides Twig and Variety. Like they're not great, and like their kills are low, but like they're not. They're dying, both dying pretty rarely.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've said you don't think Yarkor played his best this phase.
I no, I don't think he plays this phase, especially this tournament. I know there's one of these games where they stalled it out and should have won. I think he got picked. Just something stupid that he
Right.
would never.
But I mean, he still, in comparison to those two, looks like freaking Paul.
Right.
Like,
No, I mean I'm not saying he's a bad. I still think he's top tier. But yeah,
yeah,
those guys are hard to watch. I literally fell asleep during game two. That's why I didn't watch it.
Yarkor and BMT are, in terms of players who played the full phase, 4 and 5 in deaths. I mean, it helps that every set they were in was a sweep in one way or the other,
Okay.
but
It,
still, that's still pretty good for a team that's bad.
in this tournament, they were number two and number three in top deaths. And the only person in between them, Captain Twig was number one with 39 deaths. PBM was number two with 36, which I can see that the Dragons played a lot of games, and
Right.
he's a support. So, I'm expecting him. Yeah, a lot of Dragons are up here just because they played so much. And then Variety is
Yeah, Dragons are also near
third
the top in kills.
at 35. Yeah. No,
What?
it's
Dude, holy cow, man! What is this stat line? They're like what 17, 74,
oh
and 50.
yeah, yeah.
What the hell?
That's impressive. I'm pretty sure Hunter had a stat line like that on Merc one time
Yeah, in one game.
in one game. I looked at that. That popped up. I was scrolling through on my flight. I was scrolling through my pictures because didn't have Wi-Fi, and that came up. And I was like, I forgot about
Where he
this.
died like 30 times.
Yeah,
And he was dying a lot, and that part was obviously bad, but like he was doing kind of useful things.
because he built full tank eventually and was just support. He was just spinning and throwing people toward us. I think he also had like 60 assists or something. But That game, literally everyone in that game had a triple double. Everyone.
Yeah. That was probably like an hour and a half long
It
game or
was
something.
awful. I don't even know how I got off on that. Oh yeah, right side of the map,
Dying.
stat line.
Yeah.
It's just bad. I don't want to look at it
Yeah.
anymore.
So in terms of leaks deaths, BMT and Yarkor were fourth and fifth in this past regular season. And in terms of most, Variety was third and Twig was sixth.
Yeah, that's and the kills are not looking.
Like they don't even need replacements in those roles who can do good things. They need replacements in those roles who are gonna not throw.
Right, that's all you need. That's all you need.
And
These guys can win the game. What was
I
that?
feel like what's gonna happen is one of them is gonna get replaced, and they're gonna stick with the other one, and that one's gonna keep throwing. You know what I mean? Like, there's no
Yeah.
way I feel like at this point that they don't make a change
Well, yeah, I can see that. I hope. I
for
would
next
imagine
year. Like they have
they
to,
have
right?
to. Surely they would, but or else their carries leave. You
Yeah.
know, I think that's the only other option.
Well, I mean, then Quig's just left by himself there.
Right.
Yeah.
Um.
They boot Variety and Twig, and then the carries go to different teams, and Quig's just like, where'd everybody go?
Yeah, I'm all alone here.
I left the house for this.
Exactly. He messed up, man. Because the Hounds, I'm telling you, the Hounds right now would be better than the Kings right now if he
Oh
stayed.
yeah,
If they all stayed together.
definitely they all stay together.
So
I think that team is a winning record this phase if they all stay
yeah.
together with the improvement they showed throughout
Yep.
the year.
They're probably top four, I'd imagine. Because well, at that point, Dragons don't have Coast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Dragons would sucked.
Yeah.
I think technically the fourth seed was Ravens,
Oh,
and
true.
I feel like they definitely be better than the new Ravens,
Hmm.
even with them playing not terrible.
Yeah, they probably would have split it regular season, but oh, what, dude? Yeah, Coast is like completely turned the Dragons team around.
He's so good.
He is. That brings us up to these guys, Ferryman Dragons.
The Furman. What was that meme you sent me?
Oh, it was like, oh boy, I can't wait to watch my
Yeah, it
favorite
was.
team play Smite, and it's like I'm gonna kill myself, and then it's like, oh boy, they won
Yeah,
at the very end
yeah.
after an
That
hour
is
long
the
game.
ferryman. The
Um,
games weren't. I mean, there was a 47-minute game in game one, but the other games weren't too
dude, that
long.
game was excruciating.
I bet.
It was Nika played Persephone, and the Dragons were winning this whole game until the very end.
Yeah,
I mean,
until they lost it.
yeah,
It was 44-40 in total kills in the set.
yeah, it was. I think if I'm remembering, besides game two, Ferryman ran them over in game two. Wasn't even close.
Ferryman led in kills in one game, and they won 3-1.
Yeah, yeah. Hachiman. Cyclone had a rough game one. He went 3-3, but every fight they lost is because he got picked at the very beginning. And then he turned around game two and went 7-0 and won the game in 27 minutes. I don't know, he was pissed, I guess. Um,
Wet sandwich got angry.
Wet Sandwich did get angry. Flopped around.
The only person on the Ferryman who died that game was Sino, and he died 5 times.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
and
you,
that's what
Sino.
people, dude, but you should have
I'm
seen
sure they
these.
were super productive
You
deaths
should have
for
seen
sure.
every single fight he would go in, he would ult in. What, he's playing Pele, right?
Yeah.
He would ult in, man, start every single fight off. He'd get someone like 1 HP, or he'd get like 2 or 3 people. And then Paul and Cyclone would walk in and kill everyone, and then
Yeah.
he'd die. And so everyone in Twitch chat, it was driving me insane because they were hating on him so much. They're like, get rid of, they're like, Sino clears, or like Sino's like the worst jungler, and it's like I would die 12 times if both of my carries go unkilled every game,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
for
win you
sure.
the game. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, that's for a very long time. It's been less so recently. I've been playing more like carries.
Yeah,
But when solo lane was fun, and every laning
I
phase was a
don't remember.
footsie fight, just poking each other.
I know.
When I was like basically only playing solo, I every game I was like 3-9-15. Did we win? All right, good game. I played
That's
I played that one well.
Fake it.
I'm setting up John to get a penta every time.
You just man, that's one video that came up on my
What was the Pinaware Nirvana in your
yeah,
lance?
yeah.
Huge ult! Huge ult!
We need to post that.
We do.
We
It's
really
so
do.
good.
That's my favorite. Um,
My favorite. I wasn't even a part of it. I was in the game, but I was just on the other side of the map. I
which
don't remember if it was you or Reeve that said it, but one of you goes, "Welcome to the Bone Zone!" Boom! And you got like three of them.
I didn't they F6 right after
Yeah.
as well. The game just ended. Get a little too hype on that
That
one.
was so good.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'd find this. Oh yeah,
It might be funnier than I'm out. I'm out. I'm going back in.
that's
I don't
gotta be
know if you noticed.
content.
Every time I say it, I do this like I'm
You're
spinning
spinning
Thor's
your Thor
hammer.
hammer. No, I think you have to do
Ugh, it's funny
that.
sometimes.
It can be fun. It can be. No, it is fun. I'll give it that. I enjoy it. That's why I still play
It's
it.
not just fun, it's funny.
It is funny. It's hilarious.
Oh
Oh,
no, somebody messaged me.
oh, it was responding to the BMT picture. He said, "I'll have to look into it." Okay.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what he's looking into.
I don't either. I wonder if he just got that there was an image file sent to him. He can't see the image.
He'll figure it out. Yeah, but Dragons were actually winning every single game, 1, 3, and 4, and then
And they lost.
they lost one fight at the end, which is what a lot of people are complaining about. They say like, minutes 1 through 30 don't matter as long as you can win one fight
Yeah.
around Fire Late. Yeah, Sino went 1-7 game 3. Oh yeah, that's when they lost. Then, ooh, okay, where is this game at? Who did the Dragons play? The Dragons play the no, the Ferryman and Leviathans. Okay, I'll save this for later then. Warriors Leviathans, our next one. This one was a banger. You actually got to watch this one, didn't
Yeah,
you?
it was a
Um,
good one.
it's a close. It was like back and forth every game.
They were all really close.
Yeah, they were all super close. And again, though, it's all just one fight at the Fire Giant who can take it. Looking here, I don't remember anything standing out.
Final K game 4.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, dude, this was such a close set. Game 4. I mean, and realistically, it ended up being a closer game. It closer than it should have been if he wouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, you want to.
No, they lost the game where you threw that.
Yeah,
That
it,
was
it
game
was
4.
closer where it should have been. It was.
Right.
I mean, if he hadn't have done that, then it would have been much different.
Yeah, probably a 4 game set. They probably win. Or if he pulls it off, even.
Yeah, I mean, if he pulls it off, he's just fine. He was like, it had like 8 HP after he
Yeah. And
ability,
then SOT comes up and steals his, and he's just fucked.
and then it's game over. Yeah, so basically, I don't know. You want to run him down? What happened?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Okay, so he was Ama, and he walks up to the blue
Oh,
buff.
you meant for that. I thought you
Yeah,
meant for everything. Yeah.
just
No,
yeah,
he's.
walk us through everything
Yeah.
ever.
So, at the dawn of time.
Okay.
No. So yeah, he was Ama, and SOT was doesn't really matter, but it was
Yeah.
Ixchel.
Next show.
um, and fine, okay. At the start, he comes up, hides behind the little rock next to Solo. I think SOT knew he was there.
I don't think he
I
did.
think I think I remember him like looking over and then like looking back away.
I mean,
But
he did.
maybe
It
that
could have.
doesn't mean he's on. But I think SOT might have known he was there and just said, "Okay, try me, bitch."
Well, see, I would have said, yeah, but I think he used his abilities on the camp.
Oh, did he? Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Anyways, yeah,
So I,
Final K goes
yeah,
in, tries to steal the blue, and he almost gets it.
yeah, I think it was single digit HP.
Yeah. And he was like, well, shit. Guess I better go do my blue now. And he goes to do his blue. And SOT follows him and takes the blue. And I think SOT got like most of the small guys as well. He definitely got both the big ones because that's the one
Yeah.
that gives you the buff.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he got like at least 3 of the 4 smalls.
And then
So he had just had a huge lead.
soloed Final K in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Final K was level 1 at 4 minutes into the game,
Yeah.
which is something you don't even see in casuals anymore.
Yeah.
Like it was rough. So he was struggling, but
If he had done the normal start and back for 3 minutes, he'd be level 2.
exactly. He could have done that and been way better off. But yeah, that sent him to game 5, and then Final K had a really good game 5.
He
I remember
did.
that.
He made up for
He
it.
did make up for it, but man, also Shinto is just nuts.
Shinto is the fact that he's the second best player in his position is crazy.
Right.
Because
Okay,
he might be the second best player in the world.
here's what I have to tell you. I would agree with that, maybe. But we'll find out later, I guess. Um, why do people keep playing Carlin? I don't think did he win this weekend?
Probably
Maybe
not.
1 game, 2 games, but people were playing him every single set.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know how I would find that. There's no god stats for this.
Yeah. He
But
does like different CC than a lot of other supports, so I think there's a world where like you build your team in a certain way
to
and
play
then
around,
Charon makes sense.
he's very divey
But
and
like if any teams are gonna be able to figure out how to do that, it would be SPL teams. And
yeah,
since he's come out, he's gone like 3-30.
yeah. I don't
So
know why people are still playing him.
me neither,
I
man.
I just don't think it's
They stopped for a while and he came back, and I don't know why.
right.
I think he's fun. Like
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, he's super fun.
I think he would be better off in solo.
So he just doesn't
Especially
have
with
the
like the
clear
magical items being really good in solo. Yeah, that is true. His
or
clear is dog
sustain
shit.
for
It
it.
would
Yeah,
if you're playing him solo, you definitely are playing for late game.
it's so hard to do. He does do a ton of damage though.
He
He's super
does.
tanky, especially
Yeah,
with his like two. What the two's the one that gives him shield, I think.
I think so.
Well,
Well,
all right. Um. Yeah. Anyways, Leviathan took that 3-2.
they
I
did.
guess we didn't. Ferryman took that one 3-1 against Dragons.
Yeah,
Um. All standard stuff. Probably if you're watching this, you watch the games. You had an idea what happened. Um.
probably.
The Dragons Kings had me sweating, man.
Yeah.
Remember the remember I said if the Kings did anything, I can't access the game, by the way. So
Oh, I can.
I said if the Kings did anything, where do you do it through scores or?
I just click the word that says final on the top next to their thing.
I forgot you do
Yeah. Um.
that. Oh, it's over here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't believe this went 5.
That was yeah. I was afraid I was gonna have to fill up a pool in my.
I said if the Kings won a single game, I would do something. Oh, I said I'd gank right lane. That's what it was.
In the podcast now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yarkor had 6 kills all weekend. 6. You believe that?
No.
I don't either. But it's what they're telling me. Yeah, no, I actually can't believe this.
What the fuck? He
Where's
played real
his?
bad.
I mean, his damage was like below, yeah, it's below average, I would say. Yeah, he had a rough week.
Yeah.
Game 1, he played really well against the Dragons. This was also just a battle of two bad teams, I think.
Yeah.
The Dragons weren't playing well at all. Coast again was going nutso mode.
Shitting in mouths.
If you'd call it that. Yeah, see, this is where Variety didn't throw in the beginning, and so he made it to late game, and then they won the game.
Yeah.
Because he's a beast. But
Yeah.
just kidding, I take that back.
He's pretty good.
He is pretty good. He can be. I went back and watched
If
the.
there was like if they did a tournament, it was like okay, everybody starts at level 15. I want variety on my team.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
He's pretty good. I went back and watched a Season three, season 3 or 4 Smite Worlds, where Variety was just carrying his team. He was the best one on the team. They still
Yeah.
lost, but poor guy. There was a time where he was a great.
Yeah. He was great at one point. He's got his ship. Can't be too upset with
Oh,
that
he did
career.
get one last year. I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay. Now it's time to give it up, is what I have to
Yeah.
say. Let it go. What a lot of people played Atlas this set. I think twice, which is
Yeah.
weird. Didn't see that a lot. I don't think he's the greatest, but he gets stuff done.
Oh no way.
Hmm.
Sorry. Okay. No, that's not related to what we're doing. I saw somebody at Hy-Vee get. They have like a Santa animatronic, and
What?
yeah, and a grown man yesterday. I saw him get scared by it, scream, and fall over.
What?
And my aunt is the assistant manager of the store,
Yeah.
and so she pulled up the security camera video and sent it to me.
No
Yeah, I
way.
just got. That's what she just sent me. I didn't think she was gonna send it to me. I know she said she was gonna go find it, but I didn't think she was gonna send it to
You
me.
gotta show me that
I
later,
will.
dude.
Yeah, after we're done.
What in the world? How's that scary? Five
I don't
Nights
think
at
he knew it was an
Freddy's?
animatronic. Because like he didn't just like walk past it, he like went up to it. Like he was gonna like because he was walking with a buddy, so he was gonna like make a joke or something.
To
It was
Santa
yeah
Claus?
yeah. He was gonna like go up to it and like I don't know like
Did he
pretend to
pass
punch it
out?
or something. No,
Oh, so he just thought it was like a statue.
yeah, he just thought it was a statue, and he like went up
Okay.
to it and it started
And
moving, and he went
it,
ah. He literally like it's like 5 feet from the exit. I literally saw him fall through the door. He fell like so far.
does that even happen?
I don't know.
I understand. Falling down though is a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe a little dramatic. I'm over this one. Ooh. Okay, we're back. Dragons 3-2. And then Warriors Ravens again. A lot of Warriors not showing up.
It only shows me two of the games.
Oh, same. Game
It's
three
so
was
scuffed. The website is so scuffed.
Game 3 was not worth mentioning. I
No
don't
wonder it says the Ravens only had played three.
five.
Yeah. So I don't know. The Ravens players' stat lines might be different than it says on the website because
They,
Mike can't get their shit together.
they all definitely are. I guarantee it. Where would I even find?
I don't know. Blue spreadsheet. You can probably
Probably.
find it if you
Um.
look hard enough.
Okay, yeah. I don't think they did anything worth. It was all about the same.
Yeah. It was all about the Warriors rolling them.
Okay, and what happened to Nemesis? I figured Nemesis would be pick banned all the time this weekend. And she's
Yeah,
what
I'm kind of surprised she wasn't.
she. I don't think I saw a bad Nemesis game at all.
Yeah.
But it was a very niche pick. Pagon went absolutely bongo mode on
Yeah.
her. I would love to see what happened in game 3 as well, but when, yeah, what, this was a
So
week ago now? All these, I cannot keep all this information on brain.
the Ravens are gonna have to. The Ravens and
Yep,
Kings have
Ravens
to.
Kings have to play in,
Yeah,
which I imagine both of them would make it.
you'd think
Unless,
so. I don't. One of them has like a really tough group that I could see them not making out of. I think it would be the
if
Kings
the
since they were
Kings
the
are in a
sixth
group with
seed.
like the
I think their
the
group is
this
like the Hounds.
or even the
No,
scare,
it's NA1, not EU1. Never mind.
still, I mean, if you have an
Yeah, I mean
SBL
the
team
Warriors are pretty good
in a top SEC team, it
because
might.
it's probably gonna be like the Wargs and then whoever EU2 is, whoever makes it through that gauntlet of nonsense.
I'm excited for those games. I know their website's not showing us. It was in December sometime, right?
I think so.
Is it? I don't know if this
No,
next.
the SCC playoffs are in December.
Yes.
The
The
World's
Europe
group
stage is
stage is
in
in,
January.
yeah, it's like the week before the actual
Yeah.
tournament.
Um, so I don't know if it's next weekend or the weekend after, but the games are
Yeah.
coming up
No,
soon.
assuming the teams that you would expect to win make it, the groups are going to be Kings, Hounds, Wargs, and probably like the Scarabs. I don't really know who EU2 would be. No.
Oh, for that group?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
And
you were
then
thinking who was gonna make it. I was like,
no.
oh,
And then the other group would be
Ravens.
Ravens, Glads, Mambo, and then I think Weavers were the only other NA team that had a
Yeah,
winning record. So probably
second
them.
tier. Or, no, what was is layers on
Yeah, Layers on
the?
Weavers.
Okay, then yeah, yep. That's what my guess would be as well.
I'm hoping for Shinigami's team, but it seems pretty unlikely because they went 1-4.
What? Why Shinigami's team?
I just like Shinigami for some reason.
I know. Okay, let me
Good luck looking at their stats. They don't exist.
get this up. Ooh, all of them.
Shinigami is on. Oh, fuck, is he on? He's not on the Sages. He's on the other 1-5 team.
This team. Okay, this right here. Elion says they have been cooking and they're confident they're gonna make it.
Okay.
I don't believe it at all.
Yeah, me neither. Why are you
There's
telling me about this? I think Shinigami's on the Storm now.
because I'm like, what could you have
Is that
possibly? Yeah,
Shinigami?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they got Rut Milk too.
Yeah. And they went one and
And
four. I feel
Globe
like
is
they're better
good.
at 1-4, but I don't know what the rest of their players. I just know Rat Milk and Shinigami are pretty good.
Globe is all right, I
Yeah.
think. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I don't really watch these. I
I keep getting the Wargs and the Valkyries confused because the Valkyries try to play in as the Wargs.
That's what is awful.
Fuck.
Why would you ever do that? Why would
Yeah.
they switch like that? It's a dumb idea. I get these two confused because they're both
Yeah. And they
red.
actually have a very similar like logo shape as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the same blue here.
Yeah.
I'm a big storm. I like the storm logo.
Yeah.
These guys cheated in the play-ins? Remember that was them. The
Yeah,
big
but it's a
scandal,
different team now.
right? It was a different team, but the big
I don't think
scandal
it's
about
any of the
them.
same players because I'm
None
pretty
of
sure
them.
that team got demoted.
I think half of them didn't even make it, and then yeah, the ones that made it didn't do anything.
um. Yeah, I think the Scarabs are going to be the other EU team. That's the team of Deathwalker and
Ecron
those
and
guys.
zeros.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
that's got to be a pretty good team, right?
I'd imagine.
Yeah, because then there's the other 3-2 team is the team that like just came up with like the French Emperor and some
The
other guys.
other another. It's
That's a
not.
good name, but I'm pretty sure the Bolts are ass. I think they
Yeah.
went 0-5 for the second phase in a row,
Right.
even though they're an entirely different team.
Oh, they went. Yeah, the Bolts went 0-5.
Yeah. And then I don't even remember who's the other because there's the Scarabs, there's and then the Wargs. That's right. Yeah, it doesn't help that the Wargs are also good.
I know.
It makes it so hard.
The Tanuki is the one I did not. Yeah, the French Emperor's on Tanuki.
Yeah. French Emperor streak up. I mean, it's a pretty good team. They have Pico ways as well, right?
I think so.
It's a solid team for sure.
No, they don't have
Oh,
Picos.
I thought that's who that was right there.
Picorino.
That was
That's got to
close.
be new.
I think
I
so.
don't think he
This
was
team
there.
played in to this league.
But I don't think he was here even like last week when we were looking at stuff like
Oh,
this.
maybe. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I think they can switch whenever.
Anyways, we weren't even like talking about that.
I know. Yeah, let's. This is gonna be a long one. Okay. And then finals of the losers bracket for third place
Oh, I
was
thought we already talked about that one. My bad. I'm
no, it
done.
was Warriors. Yeah, we got two more games. Two more games. Warriors Dragons. I mean, same thing we were talking about earlier. It's like there's a clear top three,
Yeah.
and the Dragons are not part of that top three, and so they got beat pretty good. Game one was close. Game two was close, and then game three was a stomp. I don't think the game. Some of these games seem close, but I don't think they
How
are.
would you have a game in this patch, in this meta, that goes under 20 minutes? Holy shit.
They
I know you said it was a stomp, but Jesus Christ.
they played Apollo too,
Apollo.
and Apollo went 4-0. That shouldn't be happening. Is what I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
You should not be seeing that.
They were like,
Oh,
damn,
well,
Churn
okay.
got banned. I guess we'll put a polo.
So what they did is they ran Tsukiyomi mid, Dragons ran Tsukiyomi mid, and then the Morgan solo. And they were just going to double Tsukiyomi ult everything and then insta shot backline. But Tsukiyomi's bad. And Dardez, like, he got down early. He was just, so
Yeah.
their ults would do, like, they had a Kefri, it would, like, kill the Kefri passive shield on everyone. And then
Yeah.
they'd all be in the backline and they'd all die.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
And another car run game.
Another Karim game. I hate that guy. I don't think he's. I mean, I guess if you're having a double Tsukiyomi dive a backline and you send a big wave and then you run at them, that's probably decent.
Yeah, probably.
But I feel like I'd have just about anything else.
It's not letting me look at stats for the Fairman Levi's match.
Oh, please. Okay, wait. There are no stats for this match.
This is a Mickey Mouse company, John.
Okay, I can't
It's
remember.
been like a week. It's literally been a week since this game has been played, and they don't have it up yet.
I want to remember what. Okay, wait. No, normally you can come in here and go here. No stats. Okay, never mind.
That's the wrong tab.
That was the tournament. That was our
Yeah.
1v1
His,
tournament.
it might not open back up with the tournament, but yeah, if you go to history and then you can go by like closed tabs, maybe.
Okay, we can do this later. I'll worry about this later. I have an account, I think, so I can just
Okay.
sign back in.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, whew,
Yeah.
whew.
Woo.
Okay. All I know is Sino played really well.
Yes, he
Um,
does.
they
He's a
gave.
Chad.
Oh, okay, yeah. Leviathans won game one. Adapting was on Hunbats, and I'm telling you, you would have swore they had a gun to his head and said, if you don't win this game, we're gonna shoot you. And you could have played 1v9 and he would have won that game. He played out of his mind. And then everyone was like, Sino's so bad. Like, um, if just talking shit on him. And then game two, they banned out like Hun Bats. So, by the way, Sino was taking 4 bans a game. They banned 4 gods a
On a
game.
team with Paul.
Exactly. How do you ban, like, you give Cyclone his gods? He plays whatever though.
Yeah.
You give Aurora, like Aurora kept playing Ganesh, and that was just that's good.
Yeah.
Like that
Aurora
guy's good.
Ganesha is
And then
a
yeah,
good
then
thing.
you have Paul and Baskin who can just do whatever
Remember,
they
like early in the year when the commentators were like, "Aurora's been telling us Ganesha is like a top god,"
want.
and then they kept like losing.
Yeah.
Turns out he was right.
And then, well, he just had to wait
Yeah.
half the year. Um, yeah, but then it was game two, they banned him out, and then Cyclone, or they had 4 bans against Sino, and they banned out like one of Adapting's gods, and they're like, Sino's so bad. If they just let Adapting have one of his gods, Adapting wins that all the time. And it's like, dude, say the same, like turn the tape, like
Yeah.
give Sino one of his gods, and they just won. And I don't remember anything between game.
I feel like banning Sino is the wrong move. Like he's good, but like I feel like there's so many gods he can do his stuff on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean there is, and that's what he kept doing.
But then again, I feel like I can say that for every single player on that team.
And that's the problem. That's why they're like they've lost 1 game,
Yeah, lost one set.
1 set all phase.
Man, finals are gonna be so good if it's them and Levi's again.
I know, or that I want to see them face the Warriors sometime. I think
Yeah.
the Ferrymen clear the Warriors pretty decent, but
Yeah.
um, that was such a good game. One lasted what, or game?
The dichotomy, by the way, of the Fairman winning the set compared to the Levi's winning the set against the Warriors. You remember the on the comms what they did?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yes,
Levi's popped off,
going crazy, beating the
insane.
Warriors.
And then the Ferryman beat the Levi's game 5, and they wait like 5 seconds, and then somebody just goes, GG.
That's it was. They're like, and let's listen in to the Ferrymen as they try to end, and then they kill a Phoenix, and Baskin goes, "Oh, end." and then they walk up, and then someone goes nice, and the other person goes GG guys, and that was it. That's like you just won the whole tournament,
Yeah,
man. You're the
like,
first.
and it's not even just like they won this tournament that they probably don't care about that much. They probably mostly just care about Worlds.
Yeah,
But also, it makes their path through Worlds easier
because
because,
you don't have
yeah,
you don't
like
have to face like
Levi's and
Warriors or
Warriors,
Leviathans. Yeah,
yeah, like you're only gonna have to face whoever makes the finals.
yeah. Well, yeah, I think they winning this was massive,
Yes.
big game for whoever won there. And
Like I know the Levi's winning theirs, like that they qualified for Worlds officially, but like I'm if the Ferryman or Levi's didn't qualify for Worlds in this tournament,
there's a problem.
like DEFCON 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
What is
things
happening?
would have been bad.
Uh,
So
yeah, I wonder if they win Worlds, are they gonna do the exact same thing? Like, is everyone the crowd's gonna be hype and they just like stand up and walk off the stage?
oh, it
Yeah. Oh, and guys, it's
nice.
time for the game to be over.
GG.
They're cool, they're calm, they're collected, and they win some my games.
You guys want to go get ice cream after?
Yeah. Let's go hop on the rank queues again. Never in my life. If I ever want a Smite World Championship, I'm taking like a month off.
I just imagine them being like, "Hey, you guys want to go play some matches after this?" Paul's like, "I'm gonna go play some duel."
Yeah, yeah. Let me go slam duel for 7 hours
I
straight.
heard he doesn't play duels much anymore.
I don't know. I haven't seen him on there personally. But then again, I don't play duel, so why would
Yeah,
I see him on
exactly.
there? But that's how, I mean, if you watch, I think about that sometimes, but if you watch some of his matchups where he gets stuck in a 1v1, like in a corridor with someone else, and he
Right.
has to 1v1, he's just better every time.
Yeah.
He just knows what to do in every situation. I think that's something
I don't know
valuable.
why
Every
this
player
made me
should
remember
probably play
that, but I
duel.
remember earlier in the year, um, there was like they do like the builds for different gods video, and it was Paul with Baba Yaga,
Mm.
and then Paul gave his Baba Yaga build, and then there was some guy in the comments who was like, "That's a terrible Baba
Yeah.
Yaga build. I'm a top 5 Baba Yaga in duel," and I was like, "This is the
Yeah,
number
he's
one
the
duel
guy who
player of all time. Even if you're not lying, he's still
he's
better
still
than
better than you,
you."
and it doesn't matter. And how long did it take him to die on Baba Yaga? All year?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this was before this phase, so it was like
Still,
in
man.
between phases. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't. That's crazy. Or well, you know who else is like one of the top duel players?
who?
Captain Twig. One of the best, man.
He's
One of the
so
best. It
bad.
does not translate. It hasn't been as of recently.
Yeah, it used to.
Used to.
He was really good for a long time, and then this year happened, and now he's really bad.
Whatever. But basically, so yeah, we have our Ferryman is our 1 seed, Leviathan's 2 seed, Warriors 3, Dragons 4, and then the rest play in.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you? Is there?
Is there what?
I don't know. I've never seen this before. Okay, 48 minutes.
Oh, you were looking for time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go turn on the light. It's getting dark.
dude, I know it gets dark at like 2 o'clock now. It's also cold here. I
You
don't
can
like it.
see.
I thought you just tripped and fell.
No, you have to step on a pedal because it doesn't have a normal switch for some reason.
Okay. Oh, don't look at this.
Yeah, don't look at mine.
Okay. So how do we want to start this?
I don't know. What position do we want to do? And do we want to go 8 to 1 or 1 to 8?
We can move around, switch it up if you want. I don't care.
All right.
Let's start. What do you want to start with?
I don't know,
I'll
man.
ask you that. Let's go. I always go carry to solo
All right, let's do it.
across the map like that.
Yeah, I know last time we did mid last because it was so stacked with talent.
You want to do it again? You want to bounce back
Sure.
and forth? Let's go carry, solo, support, jungle, mid.
Sure.
Deal. All
All
right.
right. I want to start with 8 for carry. I want to go up.
Okay. I would imagine we would agree. Wait, no, you don't even. You. I forgot. Okay. I don't have any SCC players on here at all.
You know, in any of your lists.
Any of them. Just because
You don't have Johnny?
I'm totally leaving out. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just
You're
saying
just doing it
I'm
because you don't have any SCC guys.
yes.
Okay, well I do.
Okay, that's fine. So our lists are going to be very different
Probably.
then. Yeah, I haven't seen Johnny play yet. This this phase. I don't want to rank him. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right,
Start
number
with number
8
8.
for carry. I have Netroid.
Okay, I can see that. If you have no, who in the SEC would be that far above him? Putting him at 8. Well, no, wait, I can see this.
So
From your vision, I can
there's
see this.
two reasons. One, he is like a not a very good player. I went and checked before this. In terms of kill participation, out of all the players who played in the SPL this year, he is second last. The only person worse than him is Kana, the worst player in the league right now. The literal worst player in the league is the only player who has worse kill participation than Netroid. So he's not involved in what his team's doing. When he is involved, it's not like he's that good.
Yeah,
Like everyone's like, yeah, he soloed Panda Cat from 2 levels down. Okay, that's the only thing he's done
that's
all
really the only
year.
notable thing he has done all
Yes.
year. If you're being honest.
So already not that good. Even if you want to say that, like in terms of skill, he's like the fifth or sixth best carry. I feel like he's a toxic player for his team. Well, okay, imagine you're Pagon, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine you're Pagon, and your team is like, look, we know this guy's your friend, but we want to get rid of him and get somebody else in. And you're like, okay, I don't agree, I vote against it, and then he goes out anyways, even if he's like, sure, fine, and get rid of him. And then one of your teammates goes and talks trash about your friend in front of God and everybody.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He just doesn't seem like a great guy.
That like I wouldn't want to play with him. And Pagon's stats went way down this phase. He died more times than his brother this past phase.
That's actually crazy.
Yes. So I feel like it actually kind of affected him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
So like I've made this list kind of in terms of a like not just in terms of skill, but like in terms of how I would want to like if I was building a team who I'd
who would
want.
you want on your team?
And I don't want that player on my team.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can say that, especially about anybody else in carry, but just anybody else in the league. Like, I don't feel like there's nobody else in the league that I can think of who has
Toxic like that.
gone out in front of like done podcasts where he's
Right.
talking about how shit his current teammate's friend is.
Or just his past teammate. Like I
Right.
wouldn't
Even
want
if
to
it
talk
was
to him.
just his past teammate, that's bad, but it's not as bad.
And the thing is, he wasn't bad.
Exactly. He
That's the
was the
thing.
best player in the league. I just
Yeah, I can see that. I've got him. Okay, well now he's not on my list at all. I'm still leaving him.
get him out of here. I honestly thought about not putting him on the list, but there's just like no good SEC carries.
Yeah.
Even
So
though when I put above him, like I probably shouldn't be there. He should probably be
do you?
7, but I wanted to make a point.
Okay, so who do you have 7 then?
Or who do you have 8?
Okay, 8 I have Snoopy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Snoopy is my 8. I think he's the worst. I don't think he's better than he was in mid.
All right.
Still the worst carry.
I have Wowie.
I knew you'd put him on this list.
Yeah, so I was gonna do Echrome, and since there's not really SCC stats, I went and looked at the last 6 that are on the website. And Echromes weren't very good. And then I looked at Wowie's, and he had like a fuckload of kills. And I was like, okay, Wowie's biggest criticism is he's kind of similar criticism to Stewart, where he's always been like he's been pretty safe, but he doesn't really get involved in the action.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of kills, and he's getting a fuckload of kills. So I was like, okay, maybe he's figured that out. I'd be willing to take a chance on him over a guy who the last 2 world champions got rid of to win the championship.
Yeah. No, you got a point. It's I do not
I
like.
think I don't think he's good, but I think he can be a suitable non-toxic role player.
I would like to see him in this tournament again because the difference between SEC and SPL, like they have no competition
Right.
almost in NA.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. Like I said, it's probably an EU guy. I literally went through and looked at all the EU carry stats, and all of them
nothing
look bad
was.
compared to Wowie's in the last 6. So I
Or
just went with Wowie.
the wars are. What team are you on, man?
For Wowie?
Yeah. The
Valkyries.
Valks. That's what I thought. Where are the Valks at?
They're in A.
There we found them. All the blue teams are throwing me off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think these guys have any competition here.
Yeah, no, they're by far the best in a SEC
Yeah,
team, I think.
it's not hard.
I'll go ahead and give a spoiler. Wowie is not the last player from that team on this list for me.
Is he on your top
Wowie?
10?
No. I don't have 7 carries on my top 10 all players, John. In fact, I'll give another spoiler. I have 0. I have 0 carries in the top 10 SBL players
Yeah,
right now.
I don't even blame you. Okay.
You got
Yeah,
7.
my 7 was Stewart, which I'm guessing is like your 6. I don't know. No, because you have Zapman down there too.
You know me way too well.
I know.
I hate it.
I know. No, I think Stewart is he's the other bottom
Right.
tier hunter right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I wasn't just looking at past or very recent past. I'm looking
Right,
at future.
as well.
And before last phase, he had 4 straight phases where he had at least 15 more kills than deaths, and one of those he played like 15 games. So he was averaging like a kill more than death per game. Like
Which is
pretty
yeah,
good, yeah.
really good. No, I think do I think he'll be in the league longer than Zapman at this point? Yeah. I think he'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I need something from him to change.
Right, no, this last phase he was really
To
bad.
take him to the next
I mean,
level.
everybody has ups and downs.
Right.
Look at Scream last
Look
phase
at
compared to
Jake.
this phase. And we'll get to Jake.
look at Jake.
But yeah, I think this phase, if you look at pretty much his entire history in the league, is a fluke compared to what else compared to the rest of his resume, and a fluke in like a bad way for him. So I feel like Stu is a player you can kind of like
Yeah,
plug
I
into
mean
teams pretty well, and he plays a solid role. You know?
he did himself, but he got kind of screwed this phase.
Yeah.
Changing teams just ruined that for him.
I mean, he was already playing bad on the Glads, to be fair.
Right.
I think he was. Yeah. I mean, he was playing a little better on the Glads, but
Nothing that
yeah,
would matter.
yeah.
Okay, so that gives me I had Netrod at 6 then.
Yeah, next rate at 6.
Yep.
Okay, I had Zapman. You know me too
Yep,
well.
I knew that was coming.
Now I feel like I need to move Stu up.
So I can't predict it.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no way I can justify that though. I'm just gonna be real with who's ahead of him. So yeah, I have Zapman 6.
okay, I have Zapman 5 then.
I think before this last tournament, I think I had Zapman above Stu, maybe.
If I had my notebook, I'd be able to tell you.
Yeah.
I yeah, I think right now, well, after this tournament, I don't know. But I guess you know who didn't play in the tournament though. Stewart didn't.
Yeah, that's
Zapman
true.
did.
Zapman
So
played really bad though.
Zapman played horrible, horrible.
And he was bad in phase 1. Like he played good for a little while during
In
phase 2,
phase
but he
for
spent
a
most
little
of this
while.
year being really bad.
Yeah,
So
I think I was just more impressed that he could still be good than
yeah.
anything. Still just not be bad.
All right. So yeah, as I said, I have Stu at 5. You have. I'm assuming you have Zap at 5.
I had that. Yep. And so yes, when you said there should be a top 4, um,
Yeah.
yeah, we have all the same.
Yep.
And
Until I randomly don't have one of them on here, I pull a random SCC,
don't
SOC carry you've never heard of.
SOC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dashboard's brother.
Um, I can't think of anything
Yeah, me
for
neither.
that.
I was trying to think of like a pun name that goes with
Right,
dashboard.
that's what I'm saying.
I was not coming.
Nothing.
All
You're
right.
not.
Who is year 4?
So my 4 was the guy who I forgot about. And I'm putting Yarkor there.
Wow.
I think Yarkor's amazing. I think he's
Oh,
one of the best players of all time.
I made a last second change right before this, and the last second change for me was taking Yarkor off the 1 spot.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I mean, like he's had a bad phase, but overall, I
Yeah,
expect him to
overall, and
bounce back.
I think next year he will be back with a new team,
Yeah.
and so I think he's gonna be just
Or at
fine.
least a revamped Kings team.
Right.
It might be
At least
you
a
know,
new player.
yeah.
right side of the map.
Yeah.
And so
All right.
he'll be fine.
I have your boy. I have Panda Cat at 4.
Panic at 4.
He's had some flaws. He's been really good, but he's had some flaws.
Oh yeah, I mean he hasn't looked excellent or unkillable or
Yeah.
anything. Um, yeah, it was
Yeah.
hard.
Also, if I'm building the team, like he maybe shouldn't even be on here because it's very unlikely he's even gonna stay around. We're pretty sure he's just
Oh
coming
yeah,
back for a phase.
he might just be done
So
after this.
yeah, that kind of influences the decision to put him down here a little bit.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah, for future.
yeah,
I would assume this is his last year.
probably.
So part of me, man, I would love to see. I don't know why I like the Ferryman so much now. I would love to see him win, but I
Right.
really want him to
I
get a
want to see the
ring.
Ferryman win. I need to see the Levi's
I
win.
need to see
I
the
need
Levi's
Final
win.
K to get that ring. I need PCAT to get 2 because
But then
I feel like
adapting.
3 rings to 1 is too big of a gap, and so people actually think Zapman was better. I think if PCAT gets a second, the conversation's done. It's just PCAT,
Then we're good.
and we can stop talking about this stupid conversation.
Okay, well, my problem with that as well is adapting is just officially the greatest player of all time if they win this, right?
I mean, for now,
For now,
Paul
yeah,
can still catch up.
Paul would have to come back and win later because I think
Yeah,
right now whoever wins this, adapting or Paul is going to be the best player. And I will consider them the
yeah,
best.
and then the Warriors win.
And then
Yeah, I really hope the Warriors don't win this. I haven't
I
talked about this much yet. I think the Warriors is like the most boring option to win.
yeah.
Every other team has a more exciting storyline. Either they're huge underdogs, or like it's legendary players getting like career defining rings.
Yeah, they just tried to build a super team and
And
it
then
didn't.
with Warriors, it's just like I don't feel like any of the guys who get a second ring from it like it defines their career any different. You know,
No, I mean who even would?
Genetics and Panatom.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that
Who?
changes our opinions about their career. But like I feel like Panda Cat it changes the conversation about his career to get a second.
Yeah.
Final K it changes the conversation about his career to
No
get his
kidding, because
first.
he hasn't even
Yeah.
had one. I know. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be rooting for them to. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Okay. So we're doing this. So what are we on? Number 3?
Yep. There's a chance we have the same 3, but I feel like it's probably unlikely.
Coast?
No, I have Cyclone.
Cyclones. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I had Coast at number 3. Wow, you got Coast. You have Coast 1.
Yep, that was a change I made. I got Coast
Whoa,
1.
whoa. I mean, I'll take it. I think he's been. This was a bad idea. Coast has been excellent recently. He totally changed the dynamic. Can we chill?
Yeah, he
Okay.
changed the dynamic
Of
of
the
the Dragons.
Dragons and made them not one of the worst teams. And
He was a big reason the Hounds were so good when he was on them. Your computer's having a seizure.
yeah, okay, we're moving this back. Um, yeah, and he's so this is what his first this is his first year.
Yeah,
He's a rookie, and he's the best. I think he's the best player on the Dragons.
agreed.
How did I end up in the 500s? That's my question. I said, where is um, yeah, where's my spreadsheet? It's
Gotta scroll up a bit.
oh, okay. Well, I remember who I had next. I had Panic At too.
Yeah.
For
Panda
now, I
Cat
wasn't
fanboy.
looking. Yeah, I wasn't looking into the future as much as
That's fair. I definitely feel like we had different ideas for what the
for
list
this.
was, which
Yeah,
is fine.
yeah. But I mean,
Honestly, probably good because it's definitely going to give us more variety. I think.
we still have the same kind of.
So then you had Cyclone as one.
Yeah, I had
Of
Cyclones
course you
one.
do. He's
I
on
think
your
well,
fucking fantasy team.
I think he's playing like the best carry right now.
Yeah.
Um, and I think he's gonna play like the best carry going into the tournament. Unless
Yeah.
I mean I can see Panic Cat's off the list.
Yeah.
Just deleted him. Um, one of the more hardcore guys like Coast or Panicat or Yarkor, I could see them
Right.
stepping up and being that guy in the
Right. Yeah.
tournament.
My problem with Cyclone is I feel like he isn't a
Just call him a wet sandwich.
yeah, but he is a wet sandwich. He isn't a playmaker.
No.
Like the rest of the top four are definitely playmakers.
Yes. Yep.
Cyclone follows off. I mean, to be fair, he's the shot caller, so he's calling out what he wants his team to do to play make for him to get a bunch of kills.
And
And I mean, it works. They're
that was
winning,
that
but
was his problem in game one against the Dragons when they almost lost that. Is that he was trying to engage every fight and I mean he was the first one to die every single time. So he was trying to be that playmaker, but it wasn't working. And then they switched it up, and then they started winning again.
yeah,
Oh, it is weird
I
how he's a
just
different type of.
right,
I would kind of group him with like a Zapman and
right. Yeah, no, he is a
Stewart almost.
he is probably if he's not the shot caller for me, he's probably like very clearly the four.
Yeah,
But he facilitates with the team. Like,
the best
there's a
teammate in
reason
general.
that when they replaced him with Stu, they still made Worlds finals.
Right, but
But
that's why
he
they've done
also
it so
shot
well in
calls.
Worlds.
Right. Is because of the difference in the shot calling.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder who did for that team.
It was
I don't
probably
have
Aurora.
They had layers as well, didn't they? Or no,
No,
Sino
Sano
was
was
on it.
there by
Yeah,
there.
Sino was on it. I know he yells a lot in
Yeah. I
the.
don't think he was shot calling, though.
He just
He does not
yells.
seem like a shot caller.
I heard he's super toxic in ranked.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, that's
I've heard the
totally
same thing
different.
about, like, Stewart. I've heard that for.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I would not have guessed that. He seems like a
I'm
timid
trying,
kind of
because
guy.
somebody released a tier list of,
Yeah, the worst people to play with.
yeah, and the best also. And like Final K was near the top, and if I remember correctly, Jake was near the top, and then like Stu was down near the bottom.
Yeah. Like Panic Cat was at the bottom. Um,
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was also super toxic.
dude,
He was like he spends half the game typing.
I watch his stream sometimes. It's like, dude, just stop
Yeah.
typing for a second. Still the goat. Okay, so now we're jumping to solo.
That was your idea, yeah.
Solo. Okay,
Do we
so
want to do 1-8 or 8-1 again?
you choose this. Let's go 1-8 with this one.
Okay. Who you got
No,
at
let's go
one?
8-1.
Okay.
It's more
Who you
exciting.
got at 8?
It'd have Connor. Like I said,
Oh yeah,
I'm not
I
doing.
forgot you had the SPL guys.
Yeah,
Or
I'm only doing
so
SPL guys, and
I
so
do not have Kana in my list
in
at
your list at
all.
all, and I can see that if you
I
have
have Deathwalker.
Okay. I haven't seen him play at all this phase. I know at the end of last phase he
Yeah,
wasn't even on a team.
it is. Yeah, that's true. But he's on a team, and the team got better when he got on it.
Now he's on a good team. So.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I feel like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
at the end of last year, like he's the fourth best solo. And I mean, last phase I had him at 8, and I don't really see a reason to move him down. I don't really see anybody to put above him.
Right.
Like I love Rumakami. I'm not crazy.
Good. Okay. I figured he might be on. He might snuck his way on this list.
No.
Okay, so give me 7 Julio for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you took Julio 7?
Yep. I gotta write down yours as well.
All right, yeah. Okay, so my 8 was Kana,
Yeah.
and then my 7 was
I
Variety.
gotta remember how to spell his name. Something like that. Yeah. So I mean, like, basically the same people, but different criteria.
Yeah. Yes.
If you're doing SGC guys, I figure
They would
probably be those two. Yeah.
They would be up there. I would imagine anyway.
Yeah. Man, remember last phase when I didn't have Ducky in my solo lane list?
Yeah, I mean he was like good. I think he was a lot better last phase than he was this phase.
Yeah, you had him like 4 or 5 or something, and I
Yeah,
didn't even
think
have
like
him on
5, and
mine.
you didn't have him. I was surprised to
Yes,
say the least.
I was like, he needs one more phase, and he was
He
worse.
didn't even get it. He did not. I wouldn't even consider this one more phase.
I mean, he was worse,
Right.
but he was still good enough that he's on here for me. He's my 6.
Okay, that's my 6 as well.
Yeah. He was so close to 5.
D3.
I had him 5 for a while, and then I was like, no.
I think I have a solid top 5.
Yeah.
I think. Right. I mean, I feel like they're pretty interchangeable.
I feel
To an
like
extent.
5's pretty clear.
To an extent. I think we're gonna have different 5s.
That would, wow. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a Haddix hater.
I'm not a Haddix
You're a
hater.
Haddix hater. Is he 5?
He is 5.
Then you're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I don't think he has played. He has played like the 5th best solo this phase. He hasn't thrown at all. I will say that he has never thrown a game, but he has not played well.
Yeah, I have Nika at 5.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So we just switched. Oh, or is Haddix 4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we just switched him then.
I mean, I think there's a
I
big
think those
jump there,
two.
in my opinion, though. I
I
think
think
it's a
those two are
decent
interchangeable.
sized jump, in my opinion.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Nika,
I mean, like,
especially.
based on only last phase, sure. The phase before that, Haddix might have been like the best player in the freaking league.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He would have been in my top 10 list last phase.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not.
So like he like dropped from like 1 to 5 over the course of one phase.
Yeah, dude, he did not do anything. I feel like you could have slotted anyone in there and said, "Play someone tanky, don't die," and they'd said, "Okay," and that's all he did.
But he not died better than anybody
That's
else.
true. No, you got a point. I just don't think he had that big of an impact on games. There's times I think it could be like
I mean,
the Stewart thing as well, where I'll see them going in for an end, and then it's like, oh, why is Haddix full health in Fountain right now? Why while the other team is ending?
yeah, I mean that's fair, but like I don't know. I feel like he did enough for how the team was playing. The team wasn't playing through Haddix.
That's true.
That's not how the
Who?
team plays.
Who in the world do they play through? Bananu, barely.
And
Scream.
Scream, Venenu and Scream,
Ah! We need a soundbite for
yeah,
that.
and Zatman when he's awake.
Whenever he shows up.
Yeah,
Okay, so now we have the same top 3 then.
yes, maybe not the same order though, but probably.
I'd
Well,
imagine.
actually,
No,
I have
you
a bit of
probably
a weird
switch it
one.
up. Yeah. Okay, SOT.
That's what he's 3.
I
I think he took a big step forward this year. I really do. I think he's a lot better this year than he was last year.
I think he's also in the conversation for one of the most talented players
Oh, for sure.
because he plays everything.
If it wasn't for he might be the most skilled player in the league besides the player I have one above him in the list for solo, which is Baskin.
Basket. You have. Okay. No, yeah, I think
I think Baskin is the most talented player in the league, and I think SOT is second.
in just solo or just in general.
Just in all positions.
Fair
I think those
enough.
are the two most talented
Yeah,
players.
no, they are
But I don't
very.
know. Mid lane is weird because I like it's so important. Like I don't. It's kind of hard
Right.
to gauge across roles.
Yeah.
So like man, I Palm was probably one.
That's why I'm having trouble putting together my top 10 is because like how do you
Right.
even rank a support on that list?
Yeah.
But okay.
All right. So I'm assuming you have the opposite top
Yes,
two
I
than
have
me.
Baskin and Fine Okay. You have Fine Okay and Baskin.
Yeah.
So if you're saying Baskin and SOT are two of the most talented players, and why is Fine Okay one?
Uh, he's just different. Like
Okay.
I was literally thinking like how do I justify it? And I was like he's just different. There's just something like in terms of pure skill, those two players are
Are they
better.
better?
But there's just something about Fine
He
Okay
knows his game,
that he
man.
just does more.
Yeah, he's
And I mean Baskin and SOT do a lot. But like
yeah.
Fine
I
Okay.
think Final K does a ton. That's the only reason I think Baskin and Final K do about the same. But then, like you said, the skill thing, I think Baskin just has the
Right.
edge. Um, I do think I don't know what it is if it's the intangibles or his.
Fundamentals.
I think he zones. He creates a lot of space
Yes.
better than even on like the mages. He creates a ton of
Yeah.
space.
Maybe I'm just biased because I kind of model my solo play style off of Final K.
On Final K,
Yes.
I feel like most solos do because that's the easiest way to
Right.
just
I mean
wall.
just make space.
Right. Watch his videos and find out.
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect this list. I mean, this again, very close. We just
Yeah.
had switched, same,
Couple people,
switched,
yeah.
same.
I mean, last phase, I think we had like
Our
almost the
solo
same.
lane was like one off or
Yeah, I
something.
think like I had Deathwalker 8 and you had
I think I had
Ducky.
variety.
No, you didn't have variety on it last time because you had the SC. You had an SCC guy. and and we
Yeah, I
didn't
think
know
I
Connor
yeah
was
I
going to
had
be
Ducky in
awful
seventh.
yet.
Oof,
I think we both had him like
yeah.
6.
Whoops.
He might not even be 10.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. Poor
All
guy.
right, so now we're going over to support.
Now we're jumping to sports.
8-1 or 1-8.
Let's go. Let's keep him going up.
Okay.
Okay, so I also do you have? I'm guessing you have Gamma.
Yep.
Okay, is he your eight? Oh, okay, okay. Since I knew you said you had another, um, Valkyrie player? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I'm very torn between Gamma and Kha'Zix. I feel like that is very close. I went with Gamma because I think he's cool, and also he has SPL experience, so that's what gave him the edge.
how long did he? Does he have SPL experience?
Yeah, he was like the best player in the Valkyries last year. I know that's not notable. They suck
They were
ass.
on the Valks. I forgot about they were in the
Yeah,
league.
he and
Yeah,
Aquarius were on the Valks last year.
him, Benny Q, Wowie, Aquarius, and who
Kirmy.
was their jungle?
Kirmy.
Kirmy was. Okay, I had Neil Ma at eight.
Yeah, he didn't make my list. He sucks.
Yeah, I think of all. Stay in retirement, old man. That feels good. No, I don't think he played. He wasn't playing well for like 2 years before he retired. Then he retired, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
Go be a good coach.
In what he was, who was he the coach for? The
Ravens.
Ravens.
Who
Yeah,
were
I mean, he
good.
was a decent coach. Yeah. What? Yeah, they were in second last
Yeah,
phase.
and he was like, I think I can come into the Hounds and I
Fix it
can
up.
lead them. And then they sucked so bad Coast left. To
Yeah.
be fair, I actually think they might have been okay, even with Neil Ma,
If he
until
stayed,
Coast left.
yeah. But
We've
that,
talked about it many times. Their first 3 games of the season were Warriors, Levi's, Ferryman, and then
yeah.
they beat the Dragons, and then Coast left.
Yep. This guy makes the difference in the team. He's just so good.
He is. Why do you think I have him at 1?
Good point. Okay,
Give me the 7.
give me the
I think
seven.
this one's gonna break your heart.
Is it PBM?
It's
Oh
PBM.
yeah, no, I can totally see that.
Yeah, but it's still gonna break your heart. Just because you agree
Yeah,
doesn't make you sad.
yeah, it does make me a little sad. I don't think he's been playing
I
well.
think so. A part of it comes back around to like the team building argument. I don't think he's been shot calling very good all year, and
Or ever.
yeah, I mean I think he's been better in the past though,
Yeah.
and I also don't think he's like playing super well. But maybe I'd have him higher if I thought I'd bring him into the team and make him not a shot caller if that would be okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I feel like he has to be the shot caller. He has to be in charge. I don't think he's very good at that anymore.
Exactly. I don't think you could try to force him
Right?
to not be.
He seems like a very vocal dude.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really think he's great in general.
No, I considered, I mean, I had to put him, I didn't put him at the bottom of my list. I put him, I guess, not even, it's just lower than I would ever want him.
Right?
But here's, okay,
He's your 7.
likewise, Alex, I have Jake. I have Jake at seven. I understand he could be playing like, so if I go into a casual game and I end up going like 0-7, and it's like, oh, if my team played better, then I could be like, then I would be playing amazing right now. Like the plays I'm making, but that's not, you're not on that team that's better. And
Right.
so you're not making those plays anymore. And so he's doing what he would have been doing on the Warriors, but he doesn't have a team to play around it. And so he needs to be playing different to compensate. And he's not.
But
And
what can he even do though? I feel like he's doing a good enough job to make things happen. And
like
the team
what?
is just so bad. Like nothing's happening because the team's so like I don't think there's anything any support could do to make that team work.
Right.
That's why I don't have Jake so low.
That's the reason he took a big fall, which honestly it hurts me as
I
well
mean,
for him.
here's the thing. I made the same mistake as you did last phase. Did not have wrong you on my list last phase because the Levi's were bad and he was looked really bad. I think he was worse than Jake, and I'm now
I
regretting that severely.
I flamed you for that.
Yes, and I think you're making the same mistake with Jake as I made with wrong you.
Well, you know what?
And the Levi's were a better team.
Hear me out. I hope I get proven wrong.
Yeah.
I hope he can come back and not be on the
This is
worst
going to
team
be our
ever.
biggest gap, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Is Jake your one, dude?
No,
Is
it's
he?
not my one.
He's your two.
I'm not
Actually,
going to tell
wait.
you.
Yeah, you said no to one, but then you said I won't tell you two.
Uh,
Okay, but 6.
butt six. It sounds like butt sex.
We don't. I know we. I know we don't have the same player here.
We might, but probably not.
Okay, you have Herwin.
What the fuck? How?
I just know. I know you. Because okay, I was thinking we'd have the same, but I know you like the guy who I have, Quig. I know you like Quig a little more, and so what? Quig is probably your 5 as well. Okay. Okay, I'll do Alex's. Okay. So that means I'm guessing I'm taking Alex has wrong you 1.
Oh, thank God. He fucked it up. We're good.
Oh, dang it, dude! After all that.
I'm coming back.
Okay, okay, we need you here. Okay, I will say for episode 33, even though that doesn't seem like we haven't even been doing this a year yet, have we? But I feel like we've done this enough where I can pretty well
Crazy.
have a good idea
That's
where you're gonna put
crazy.
players.
I moved Quig down yesterday. I erased where he was after I first wrote it and moved him down to 5.
Sorry.
Okay, so you got Quig 6.
Yeah. Um.
I mean, the thing is, I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea where you have Herwin. I mean,
5.
it'd probably be 5. Surely you
5.
don't
Yeah.
have him above anybody. No, it might be PBM at 5
No,
actually.
I have Herwin 5.
Okay.
Um. No, I think this was hard for me because I think both Quig and Herwin honestly play decent. I think Herwin can lose games. Actually,
Yeah.
switch me. Put Quig.
Okay.
Switch Quig and
Yeah.
Herwin.
The difference for me is that Quig is a shot call and Herwin isn't. Is the biggest difference for me.
I've seen Herwin lose games for them. I've never seen Quig lose a game for any team he's been on.
Yeah. To be fair, he hasn't had a chance on the Kings. The Twig
Yeah,
and
they already
Twig and Variety
lose.
do it first.
They lose for him. Or I guess Quig did lose one game
Right.
when he so bad plucked and then Insta died. But
Yeah.
they were gonna lose anyway.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah. The big difference for me between Quig and Herwin is Quig is the shot caller, Herwin isn't.
Yeah.
And I do give a boost to shot callers, especially when they're good.
And wards.
He actually wasn't the best at words this phase. I think it was like a scheme thing with the Hounds.
Right.
Like the Hounds, the way they played wanted vision, so Quig played a lot of
Dude,
words.
I saw some tweet I had saved in my phone from like a year ago, and it was Benny Q tweet. He said, "I just found out sentries are 120 gold." It was like, oh, so you're
When in phase 1, Miniq was actually pretty good at placing wards.
yeah.
At least
I don't know about
for him. He doubled his wards from last season, last phase. I think he had 12, and then last year he had 7.
he averaged 6 a game.
Last phase?
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, I was wrong. Then never mind.
Which was you know who the one person lower than him was? Pagon. It runs in the family.
I guess.
Yeah, he averaged 6 words a game. Pagon averaged 4, which is horrible for a mid laner.
Yeah, I mean, did you need him?
No, actually, it's only 3 less than average for a mid laner.
I mean, look at it this way: when you're stealing their yellow, do you really need your lane ward? You're not even there.
Exactly. Yeah, you are the ward at that point. Send him out. Where am
That's Discord.
I? Okay,
That's the
here we're at.
webpage. All right,
We're
there we
live.
are.
Okay, so that makes see this is where I get confused because if you don't have wrong you, number one, I'm guessing that means you would have no Jake one. Okay, we're working our way up. Give me for you. Give me genetics for.
Nope.
What am I missing here? Is it Ronnie?
Wrong. You is my 4.
Okay. Wait a second.
Oh, I found these top 4 very difficult.
Oh, you have Jake up here. Okay. Yeah, wrong you.
Please tell me PVM is your
PBM is
4.
my 4.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
If he was higher than that, I was gonna lose
he
my
wouldn't.
mind.
He could never be higher than this, and he could arguably be 3 spots lower than where he is right now.
Oh, you mean like where I have him?
Yes. No.
One
Sorry,
spot
2
higher than
spots
that?
lower.
Okay.
Yeah. But
You would
yeah,
never put him below
I
Jake?
don't think I could put him below Jake this phase. Because I mean, he can run some games.
Yeah.
PBM can still run games, similar to I think,
I mean, I feel like Jake can as well.
but did he? I don't know if I
They
saw
swept
him
the
run a
Warriors,
game.
my guy.
Huh?
They swept the Warriors, my guy.
Shut up, dude. Don't even. If you're gonna take that into the argument, you're wrong. I'll just tell you right
Wrong.
now.
You.
Okay, where's the boxing gloves at? Get
I
them
think
out.
they're in the garage.
Get them out. You actually have boxing gloves?
I don't think we do anymore.
Oh, okay. That
We
would
did
be a
when I
good
was a
segment.
kid.
I don't know how we'd implement it, but
Yeah.
we just hit each other.
Me and my dad were fake boxing, and I took one off and threw at him and hit him right in the balls. I know. Sorry, Dad. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay.
Probably not. Somebody came downstairs. I don't think it was him, though.
All right. So then you're 3.
You gonna guess, or
No, because
you're just confused?
I don't ever see you. Is it Aurora?
It is a war.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't ever see you putting Aurora #1, but I don't think genetics should be one number one.
My argument for genetics being number one
Okay,
is
so
he is. Well, we had this talk when we were doing the all league teams.
yeah,
In my opinion, he's the only support that plays good and shot calls. All the other supports either play good or
or
shot
a
call.
shot call.
Yes, they don't. None of them do
You
both.
don't do both.
The
I
closest
think
would be Quig, but Quig does not play anywhere near the same level as genetics.
that's fair.
And genetics is also a good shot caller, so that is
Yeah,
why he's my one.
I think he needs more. Um. So yeah, your top 3 rounds out with genetics, Jake Aurora.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think genetics needs more. Like, what was that season? I guess last season when you had to pick up the cups everywhere, and when there's so much macro player along the map,
Right.
when he needs to be somewhere at some time, he's the best at that.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have that right now. I mean, there's just not a ton to do on the map. Like these
Right.
late game fights, you just sit around Fire Giant for half an hour, and that's a little boring. But so that gives me genetics 3
That's fair.
because no, I don't think he could ever be below 3. I think you could definitely argue him for a top spot here, like you
Like I
have,
did.
like you have.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't want him to be one, but he
Yeah, I
is.
think, and that's my thing too, is him going to that Warriors team and then they're just not as good
Right.
as they
Well, I
were.
mean, I've talked about this a little bit. I don't know if I've talked about it on the pod though. I don't think that's genetics' fault. The
No,
Warriors wanted to change the style they played to be more consistent. I feel like genetics implements that style perfectly, but they
yes,
don't have the right
he's
players for it
he's doing what they
necessarily.
need from him.
Right. There's nobody else they could have brought in to make that change that would have worked better with.
Yeah. I don't know. I would
I
like to
just the
see
Warriors were just wrong to want that.
that still blows my mind that
Yeah.
that change ever happened. To be fair. Okay, so then my top 2 are Aurora.
You got Ron at
Aurora.
one.
I have Aurora at 1.
Ooh, I
Aurora 1.
like it. Yeah,
Based
my
off of
by the
his
way,
off the
the only reason I had Aurora above Wrong You was because I feel like if I needed him to, Aurora could pick up shot calling duties, and I don't
Oh yeah,
necessarily feel the same about Wrong You.
and I think there is some that has to do with it. I think he's a big team leader
Right.
because if you see at the end of these games,
I,
Aurora
I
stands
feel like
up.
he's at the very least a big secondary shot caller.
Yeah, he stands up and he starts shouting to everyone at the
Yeah.
end of every game. Even when they won that one after the mics went off, he stands up and he's like, rah, 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 rah,
Right.
fucking everyone. So I think he does have a big leader
Yeah.
role position on that team. He's the heart and soul of the Ferryman.
Yep.
And then Rangi's just good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I
He
don't
just
know if he
is.
shot calls. He plays really well. He plays his own god pool too.
Yeah.
Like he's playing things that no one else is playing,
Yeah.
and he's making them look good. Holy cow, we still have 2 left.
Yeah. How long has it been
All
going?
right.
I don't have it up right now. Hour and a half.
Okay, we're good.
Not too bad.
No, yeah. This isn't bad at all. All right,
Next is Jungle.
next is Jungle. Give me, so again, no SEC players.
Yeah.
Give me
Which
Kid.
is Like, you should have just made an exception for Johnny, man.
I just don't know how he's been playing because,
Well, he's
well,
Johnny.
he is Johnny. That's true. He's probably been running everyone. Um, yeah, give me Twig 8 though. I could throw him in here, but I'd have to throw him so low that it wouldn't be worth putting him on.
Fair enough. Probably, if I was only doing SPL players, I don't think I'd have Twig at 8. I think I'd have Kirby. I think Kirby might have even been worse. I think Kirby was real
I
bad.
I thought about it. I think they were
Yeah.
both bad, but you had
Kirby
the
was good more recently.
you had more team along with
That's
you
true. That's fair.
throwing. It was just like Twig was almost on a.
Kirby also is younger. He probably has potential to grow into.
Oh, dude, Twig has over 10 years of experience
Right.
now.
Yeah, the player he is the player he is.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, at 8, I have surprise Sam for soccer. I have another
No, I saw that
Valkyrie.
one. I saw that one coming. That was my
Well,
guess for your 8.
yeah,
If
fuck
you,
you. You should have said
I
it,
should have said
bitch.
it because
No, you got my 7 then, motherfucker.
this is hard because
It is.
this is tough because you've been all about Oath, all phase, but I think you would be crazy to not put Oath there, right?
Well, then I'm crazy.
Is it Lasbro?
It's not Lazarus. It is. Look, he probably should be higher after this past phase. I'll admit.
Oh, it's Sino.
No, it's Scream. Yeah, I know he had a good phase, but I feel like he was bad last phase. And I feel like Jungle's just very stacked, to be honest.
Jungle, it's all right. I think there's
I mean,
some
that
clear
the
top.
whole top 6 in the SPL, that's not even counting Johnny. So, like, the top 7 are all very good. They're nearly interchangeable. Other than, like, play styles.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't really put in anybody at Sino spot expected to be Sino.
I think you
But
can
in
put some.
terms of skill, I feel
Right.
like it's all pretty interchangeable.
Yes. Yeah, they all do different things pretty well. Okay, actually, I've been switching my list.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Scream shouldn't be here. I don't know. It was hard.
Um, yeah, I was very surprised just because you were talking so highly of him last week.
I think he played really well. But I'm not just talking about last phase. I'm talking about the future. I'm talking a little bit about, before that.
Right. And taking into account
Yeah.
everything, I can see that. Okay, so then I had Kirby as my 7, which I'm assuming you don't have at all.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I can't believe I even had him on there last phase, and much less had him, like, high.
He was like
He was better,
he was a
but, like,
lot
he
better.
was also,
It
like,
was jungle meta.
even. And
It was jungle meta.
That
So all
that
the
yeah,
junglers
it
are
was
nerfing
Jungle
him.
Meta, which I think helped him a lot. And also, I remember people would always give Stewart so much shit, and I'd watch these games, and I'd be like, "All right, this is the part where Snoopy and Kirmy both die for no fucking reason, and they lose the game. Half of their games they lost in Phase One were Snoopy and Kirmy
Right.
dying just by not knowing what the word positioning is.
And at that point, it's not even. Yes, Stewart has no opportunity to even
Right.
win that game for him. Okay.
Or anybody.
Yeah,
Scary D
exactly.
didn't even have an opportunity to win
Dude,
the game for him,
Scary
and he
D couldn't.
sucked.
Yeah, Scary D could not
He wouldn't have been able to, but he didn't have the opportunity either because
have
Avast D was dead.
Right. He got picked a lot as well.
That's true.
Okay, give me 6. Who you got?
I got last, bro.
Same.
All right.
That's easy.
Yeah. He's all right.
I
Pretty
thought
good.
I thought he was going to be a lot better coming in this
I
year.
did too.
He was
I picked him in
underperformed.
fantasy over Patatom,
You did.
and I will
That's
forever regret
and
it.
I would have said that was a good pick too.
No,
So
you didn't at the time.
well,
I think you understood where I was coming from, but
yeah,
I
I
think
was
you
like
think I should have picked Patatom.
yeah, I said you could argue either of the two. I thought they were going to be the top 2 junglers in the league.
Right. Well, it's not just how good he was. I was like, all right, I think Patatom is a little better, but I have more faith in the Dragons as a team. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Yeah, they're I was
The
saying they
Warriors won at least 7 games in each phase, and the Dragons won 7 games total.
Coast was the guy that Lasbro needed to be all year. He needed to be able to come
Oh
out
my
and
god, that's they're not even the same role, and that makes so much sense. You're
I
so
mean
right.
because he's like Coast gets his team going, man.
Right, yeah.
And he puts him out there. And Lazaro, the games where Lazaro would get his team going, or the games they would
Yeah.
win. But he just
He
wasn't.
just doesn't do it
He
often
wasn't
enough.
doing it as often as he should have. And so that's why he fell.
To be fair, he was on a team with Vote.
That's yeah. Poor guy. I think he has the potential to be a lot higher, especially coming in the future as well.
Right.
Not right now. So give me
Neither of us have Sino listed yet.
Oath 5.
I have Sino 5.
Okay. I thought you moved your arm up. I thought someone was reaching around here trying to grab me.
Ah!
Yeah.
You had Oath 5, you said?
I do have Oath 5.
Yeah. I think it's so good.
I think
Oath,
yeah, that's why I originally had Lazaro above him, but I'm like, Oath was on a bad team and was
And, like, he
trying
had
to
such
carry.
good stats, too. His damage
Yeah.
was low, but, like, if I remember correctly, he
That's a
was, like,
jungle.
fourth
That's a
in
jungle,
kills.
man. All
Right,
jungle.
but, I mean, his damage was low for junglers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he had the lowest damage of, like, any non-support
He was
or something,
7th in
but,
kills.
yeah.
And
Second
then
in
second
jungle.
jungle.
Yeah.
And then
On a not team. Like,
he did have a lot of deaths. He was like
but, I
10th.
mean, yeah, not that many more than, like, a lot of other people, I feel like,
But
though.
there were also
Junglers just die a lot.
5 jungles or 4 jungles above, 3 3 jungles above him. Final answer. Final answer. 3 jungles above him in deaths.
And, I mean, a lot of that's is because he's on a bad team.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he performed really well.
It would not surprise me if next year Oath's on a better team, and after next phase, we're sitting here saying there's no world where Oath is not the one. It would not, like, I'm not saying it's the most likely outcome. It would not surprise me if that's a conversation we're having next year, is that Oath is the undisputed top jungle.
People have been saying that for years, though. They've been pissed that he hasn't been in the league for like the past 3 years because he gets. I mean,
Yeah, and then he's coming to the league and been awesome.
This guy was like averaging pentas in the SEC, and they were like, maybe he might not be good. And then he gets to the league and he's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So I had a message.
And I mean, like, it's also a thing where, like, in terms of going into the future, like, he's so good, but he still kind of looks like a rookie. Yeah, like, not only is he a rookie, but like Coast doesn't really look like a rookie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though he is, there's a lot of things when I watch Oath where I'm like, okay, that's a bit of a rookie mistake, and those are more than likely gonna go away.
Yeah,
and he's already this good with those mistakes.
That's totally acceptable. Yeah, I'm very impressed with him. I'm glad I moved him back up. I'm glad he made the league too.
Yeah.
What a guy. Okay, so tell me you have Oath 4?
I have Johnny 4.
Oath above Johnny?
I do. You don't even have Johnny on your list. Shut up.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, but it's because you think he's bad.
No.
How did you have 4?
I had Sino 4.
That's fair. He's good.
I had Sino 4. Yeah, I think what an improvement he has made. I think you could argue a lot higher for Sino as well. But then again, he is facilitating on a team where he's. See, and that's like how much of it is Sino, like, because he facilitates a lot of these kills, I feel like.
Right.
In a lot of these fights. But he's not the one putting up the numbers. Right. You don't see that reflected. So
yeah, Sino's definitely a player you have to look at the eye test. Yeah. You have to watch what he's doing.
You watch him play a game and you'll be confused.
I mean, it's true. I thought you were going to say something more positive.
No, I'm just, I try to understand.
I turned that light on. It was bright for a minute, and that was more dark. I need to go turn the other light on.
I was. Oh, the pigs. Yeah, I tried watching him play or like playing like him, and it just doesn't work. Because I think a part of playing like him is you need 3 people who can hard carry your games.
And you're the only one in our friend group who does that. I do it sometimes on specifically Arachne.
All right. Yeah. If we get you on auto attack junglers.
Yeah. Mostly Arachne. Sometimes Bakasura.
Oh yeah, you do play Bakasura. I was thinking. Who's the other one? Kali. That's the one you don't play.
Yeah, I don't play Kali.
Okay. Now we have three left.
We do.
We have three left.
And they're not this. Who? Hold on. Who the fuck? Oh, you have. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I've got Scream.
You're respecting
I
the
respect
last
the
season.
recency,
Yeah.
yes, of him. I think he's Sino, but he does Sino better, and he does Sino a little better, not a lot better.
Yeah.
But
I do feel like he does things a bit different than Sino.
yeah. I think it's the closest jungler to Sino.
Right.
But Scream also doesn't have these people who are going to carry you the game either.
Right.
So he also
That's
has
fair.
to implement a little bit of both. I think he does a lot for his team.
I can respect that.
And no, I don't think he was good phase one, right? Phase one, he was bad. He wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he was better than Sino, to be fair.
right. Oh, all right. So your three is going to be Oath.
Yes.
Okay. If
Wouldn't
he
it have
went
been crazy if I said Oath? Or if I said no?
yeah, if it wasn't, then I would have started questioning there.
Yeah. Oh, am I? So, for people who don't know, I made a mock up one of these before the tournament while I was dying on the toilet. I was delusional. And
Oh yeah, I don't
I
think I've
had
seen it yet.
Johnny too. No, I sent it to you.
Oh yes, yeah, that one.
Yes. I had Johnny at 2.
And I think I had Johnny at two at the end of last phase.
You did.
I'm not gonna hate you for that.
Yeah. But like I think I had Quig at 3.
Yeah, that
Uh
might be a little crazy.
yeah.
Where did it go?
Um
How long ago was this?
I don't know. You might have already
Oh, I
passed
found it.
it. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you did have 04. So your list is literally the same except you just moved Johnny down.
Yeah. No, I
Okay,
had a
so
conversation with somebody on Reddit, and I think we both kind of changed each other's minds a little bit.
what
I think he
happened?
thought Johnny was like a 10. I think I got him to move him up to like a 6, and I had him at like 2 or 3, and he got me to move him down to a
Moved
4.
him down. So you guys
We
you
just
met in
kind
the
of
middle.
talked, and he was like he was like really angry at first. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's a good point." And then I kind of like reread it and like removed the anger, and I was like, "No, this guy actually kind of has a good point, even
You
though
know
he
what
was
he's
kind of a
talking
dick at
about.
first." Yeah,
Right.
he's not a complete fool. I get what he's saying. So basically, his point was like,
Smite Reddit take notes.
yeah, Johnny is like he's never really done like he's only beaten bottom SPL teams. When
Yeah,
he was in the
correct.
SPL, he was bad, and then
No, he was playing from
right, he was bad for a
he
reason
was
that was justifiable and not his fault, but he
from
was still bad.
he was playing from Romania and he was getting pentakills in the league. I don't know if I'd consider him bad. I think the rest of his team was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then now that he's not, just like people thought Hex Mambo would be really good, and then they got beat by the Bolts, who don't win in tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like,
Right. I think at that point, having time to figure stuff like that out, and just having, if you have one good player as opposed to five of them,
but they
five
didn't. They had
SPL.
Deathwalker,
Okay, so you
who's
have
really
two
good.
SPL caliber players versus five,
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
and so that's my big thing. I think he is really good. I like the. I'll take the four for now. I'm arguing. I don't even have him on my list. I'm arguing him
Yeah,
super
yeah. Put him
hard.
on your list.
No.
I'm not. Kirimi does not need to be on this list. Remove Kirimi. At least put him at 7. You don't even have to move him up.
I'll
At
put
least put him on
Twit.
your list.
I'll take Twit off.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm not swaying my ways. Okay, so your top two is Adapted Phantom. One, two.
Yep, but Panatom is my 2.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I have it the same way.
Yep.
Adapting
Last
Phantom.
phase it was the other way around, and adapting is still just like one of the best players in the world,
He's
even after all these years.
crazy. Um,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like old Smite Pro, but I've seen people saying adapting looks the best he's looked since like season 4.
dude, even I don't know. I'm comparing him to when they won worlds and stuff,
Right.
and it just looks the same. Like
Yeah.
he got this team through the first phase somehow,
I mean, they only won 3 games.
but
Let's calm down.
but
It's not
still,
like
he
they
was
were
like the
good.
best. He was the only.
Yeah.
Imagine if they don't have
He was
him.
on our all league team.
Yeah. Imagine
And
if
their
they
team
don't
was
have him.
3-7.
He's insane.
He is.
And then Phantom's just consistent, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's hard comparing him to last phase because he had such a good last phase,
Right.
and he's definitely taken a step down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised Lasber had this many kills. Lasber had one more kill than Phantom did.
I need to move him up.
No, you don't.
I'm putting Lasbro at 1.
At one,
No, I'm not
we're
doing that.
locking it in.
Yeah, I'm doing what you didn't carry and putting the guy I drafted in fantasy at 1.
Yes, you can see on my list, huh? At this point,
I no,
don't
I mean
look.
not mid.
Okay.
That's just what we
Finally,
got
we have mid
left.
lane.
Yep.
All right. Again, I'm guessing you
And
have some SEC players.
I do not.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we have a chance to be the same on this one, but I feel like probably not. I feel like we're very different in our opinions on the top 5, and also I don't even think we're gonna make it that far.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna say number one. We're gonna be different than here.
I have been EQ at 8.
Okay. Put him there. I want you to know it pains me putting him there. I
Yeah,
hate
same.
this. He's one of
The
my.
man who plays Atlas mid in the SPL is so low and it makes me
This guy
sad.
plays Terra mid in SPL.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
fun.
He's very fun to watch. Not been playing the best. What do you do? Number 7, Jangaru.
I have Dardes.
Wow.
Jengaru was good, man.
Jangaru was good. I think Dardes is good. I think he's
That's fair.
criminally underrated. But I have Dardes 6.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you have Jangaru 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't go that crazy.
So we just switched them up there. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad.
I
Uh,
mean, I think Jengaru was really good, and I understand what you're saying, and Dardes being uber talented, but it's one of those things where it's like I feel like he has holes in his game. You know what I mean? Like Baskin
oh
and
yeah.
SOT are uber talented, and they don't have holes in their
No.
game, and not in the same way Dardes does, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
think
to be honest. I think Jengaru is also uber talented,
he is too. He needs give him give
which
him
is
another phase and
why like I mid is probably the role with the most talent overall.
this
It's
was the
so
hardest
stacked.
one for me to list. I'm still changing stuff now. And I don't okay.
Yeah, I got written down. I should have written it down in pen. Can't change it.
So my 5, I want to start this by it feels so very wrong putting him at 5 because I think he's kind of controlled this team. But give me Veneno.
I have Veneno 5 as well.
Man, it feels so bad because he
It does.
he feels like he should be a top 3,
Yeah, well,
especially
in my oldest I made, wasn't he 3?
yes.
Yeah, then this tournament happened, and I was like, oh yeah,
And I think he was like the
oh yeah,
best player on his
you're
team,
yeah, but
but
it wasn't enough.
it wasn't that good.
It got them one win
Yeah,
out of 7 games played.
yeah, barely. Okay, so give me then BMT.
I also have
Go.
BMT
Okay.
next. Let's
How is our
go.
top? Our bottom was different,
Yeah,
but the tops are gonna be the same.
maybe. Oh no, probably.
Surely,
Surely.
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 BMT. That's
And
what I
don't call
had.
me Shirley.
Hey man, you confuse me. Okay. No, that's what I switched up Veneno and BMT.
Yeah.
Um, just before I had Veneno above, but then BMT, like, how do you not put him there?
He's just good.
He's on a bad team and he's just good. He competes with the top guys. But 3, give me Pagon.
Yep, I got this. Damn it. Man, we were so close to having the same.
Wait. Oh, okay, you did have Pagon.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I think we have Paul Shinto at 1-2.
Yeah, Paul won Shinto too.
Yep. Okay, that was. Get out of here.
Remember when we did these last phase and you had Paul 2, Pagon 1? How things have. How the.
I do remember that.
You also had like Shinto 5.
Shinto didn't play good last
I mean,
phase.
that's.
Until the
But he was also. I
end.
mean, yeah. In Timbuktu.
Argentina. Yeah, I don't know if I call it that.
I
He
mean,
was
for Smite, I would say it's
very far
Timbuktu.
away from
Yes.
Atlanta. Yeah, Paul's the greatest player in the world.
Yeah, I don't have anything set up for top 10.
Sneak peek. Oh yeah, just throwing a little list
Yeah.
there. And then Shinto is also, I would say, if you asked me this at the beginning of this phase, I would have put Shinto 1. Um, Paul's just that guy.
Yeah.
And okay, let me prepare. So that rounds off our
Yeah.
top 10. I don't even know.
Our positions.
I'm not color coding this.
I'm not color coding it for the pod.
Okay.
So we doing bottom to top again?
I need to get my 10 in here, and then look. Yeah, if you want to, let's go. Let's go 1 to.
Let's do it opposite the way we did it for everything
Well,
else. I
because
love
I
it.
feel like we can have some agreements here.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. Nope. I'm putting this on and I'm locking it in, and I'm
Already?
gonna make an argument for it.
You're gonna have like you have Cyclone 1. It's Cyclone on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't have any carries on my list. I don't feel like there's any carry that's a top 10 player in the league. Cyclone is close.
Well, let me
And
start
so is
you.
Coast.
Let me start you off with a carry then.
Oh,
At
is
number
he a
10.
10?
At number 10. Give me Coast.
So you have
Give me
three
Babe Forest
carries?
Coast. Do I? No.
Well,
No.
you have PCAT rated above him in the position
And
list.
I'm saying, as their position, as talent, as the best player. This is the 10 best players in the league right now. I know I have some people jumbled around. It makes sense in my head. Okay.
Well, I kept mine logically consistent. There's no
I see.
players
I know.
out of order within their own roles, at least.
See, I make this based on, because I would say you could argue right now in my tier list, I think Jake is not playing the best. If I think he's one of the most skilled players, I think I could argue putting him on a list like this.
Yeah.
But I don't think for a.
I rated them on the same criteria.
Okay. See, yeah, I don't know what I did this on because this is
Vibes.
wild.
This is John's
Wild.
top 10 vibes list.
Yes. So give me
He
Coast.
became the Skip Bayless.
Give me Coast for this one. I think he's
Right.
nuts. He runs the teams that he's on.
I could honestly justify putting Coast here as well since he's my top carry. I'm not gonna though.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where I'm gonna leave
I
Coast.
think there are 4 mids better than any carry, and I have BMT at 10.
Okay. Wow. I will say.
I've said like all phase. There's arguments to be made that the top 5 mids are all top 10
All.
players in the league.
Yeah.
It was very close.
I think they
But
could.
there's
I
a
think they
couple
really
other
could
guys I
be.
had to put on here.
The only reason I will say I'm not putting a lot of mids. I think mid has the most. I feel like it's the most inflated role.
Right.
Like you're gonna have some of the most kills. You're gonna have the most damage. You should be
Right.
dying the least from Pagon, but that's why it's so hard because it's like looking at these support stats. How am I gonna put a support above?
Right. I managed to do it. I got a
No,
normal number of supports.
I need one in here. Should you be here?
I could put Jake on here after putting him 7 in supports. If you do that, I'm gonna punch you.
No, I won't. I'm not doing that. Okay, give me your 9 while I'm thinking this out.
Man, we were just talking about Mr. Jake himself.
I see. I knew you would have.
Yeah, I'm a Jake fan. I'm a Jake rider.
Jake.
Yeah.
Um, I understand that, and yeah, just the point that I made. I can
Talented.
get that. Like, I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's doesn't have a lot of talent for the team that he's on. I actually said Jake awesome, but it works.
He is.
It gets the point across.
You got a 9.
Get the gloves out. Give me Tardez
What
9.
the
Give me,
fuck?
give me,
I'm leaving for a different reason now.
give me,
I'm protesting.
give me Dardez 9.
You cannot have your 7th mid on the top 10.
He's sixth. He's sixth.
Whatever.
You can't run from the mic, man.
I can't.
I think, and this is the same. We talked about this.
I'm not even writing it down.
He
I'm putting Johnny in there for you.
he
You've lost privileges of your own
he
list.
is one of the most talented. I think you could stick him in almost any role, and he'd be able to play it. based on pure talent alone, give me Dardez 9. Give me Dardez 9.
I'm not allowing you to do it.
Well,
I have control of the list, and it says Johnny.
thank you.
Fine. I
This,
can't
yeah,
believe
this
you.
one I went a
I
little crazy.
can't believe you.
I made this list in 5 minutes, and you can tell.
No, I can't tell because it takes time and effort to make a list this bad.
I'm like, Dardez is good. Dude, I'm two players in, man. Come on.
This is
It
the
gets
worst
worse.
list we've ever
It
had
gets
on the
worse.
pod, and you're telling me it gets worse.
Yep. Okay. Number 8.
I had I had Stewart as my third carry last phase, and this list is worse than that. That's how bad it is.
Okay, I'll be honest. You will be able to understand the rest of these. Um. Okay, it doesn't get much worse. Now that I'm thinking about it.
My 8 is Panatom.
that's my out of left field pick.
Why not like any of the mids you rated above him, like Venenu
Okay,
or
wait. Give me
BMP?
Panatom now. I just forgot about that guy.
Thank God.
I'm
All
like,
right,
how in the
it is much better
world?
now.
Okay, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Technical issues. We'll cut that out. No, we
Thank you.
won't.
Thank God.
Yeah. Forgot about that guy. Sorry,
You just forgot about half the league. That's why you had Dardes in there.
dude. Dardez is so. I'm going to die on this hill. Dardez is amazing.
Dardes, sure, he can be a top 20. I'll allow him to be a top 20, maybe even high teens. I'll allow that. He's not top 10. Get out of here.
Okay, give me my only support on the list. Genetics. Genetics 8. And I know I ranked him lower than Aurora and Wrong You, but I think in skill wise, the same reason you put him number 1 on your supports.
You know,
I think he's just better.
I have him one above. I have him at 8 or at 7.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I know how numbers work.
All right. Give me Fine OK 7.
Oh,
Give me Fine OK 7. I
like
think
it.
he's been playing very well recently.
Yes, I think he's been playing. And you think he's been playing? I didn't say a full word there. I combined about
Yeah,
three of them.
yeah.
I said pleather. I don't even know what words I was combining.
What were you trying to say? We don't know.
Plenty better? You've
Something
been
like that.
playing plenty better. I don't know. I give up. It was your 6.
6 is so this is again switching up the list a little bit. SOT. I'm putting in skill wise. I think SOT has a much bigger god pool. I think he can do a lot more things. I think what Final
I'm
K
putting
does,
adapting at 6.
Final K does it better. What Final K does, he does better, but SOT does more
Yeah.
or has potential to do more. You have adapting 6?
It took him so long to process.
Why?
Oh.
That might be worse than Dart is.
No.
9.
Are you mad that he's too low? I think
Yes.
there's 5 players better.
Okay, so
There
I'm
are
gonna have
4 of them
4
that I'm going to
mids
say. No. I've.
and then
What? I already said genetics.
genetics. I don't know where I missed that. Okay, I have him right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 mids and 2 solos.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Are
Yeah.
you gonna say I'm completely out of my goddamn mind now that you see who it is above him?
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna say. I know
You can
this one.
disagree with the order. I don't think I'm out of my goddamn mind for putting any of these
No,
guys above him.
I don't think. I'll say this because I know it's coming. Adapting is the best player on his team. The adapting is the best player on his team, and
No, Shinto's on his team.
I think you can argue for second, but third best on the team.
That team is stacked,
You're
man.
wrong. Ah, buzzer sound.
I think Final K is crazy.
Final K is good, but I just think some people do it better. Hey man, I got him 7.
Hold on, let me see if it's still the case. Hold on, let me pull up the stuff here.
Uh-oh, what are we looking at?
Stats.
It's never good for me.
Okay, so Final K was the top damage at any solo in the league.
Hmm.
Uh, he was also top mitigated of any solo in the league.
So he does the solo stuff better.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say he does. I mean, he out damaged adapting. He out
When
mitigated him.
when I tell you that, I mean, adapting has won them games by himself.
I think Final K has won them games by himself.
He's lost them games by himself.
I mean, that's
No,
true
that's
as well.
I don't even
He's
like that.
lost them a game by himself.
I count
he
that
he
as like
lost them game 4. That's
Aurora
it.
on Alpuck. Like
Yeah.
I just don't count those games. Okay, okay. I at least he's on your top 10 is what I have to say.
Yeah.
So give what is your 5? So I've got your
Pagon. Pagon is my
okay.
5.
I am the same.
You have Pagon 5 as
I
well.
have Pagon 5.
I can almost spell Pagon.
I
Glad they're
couldn't
gonna
either.
see
Why
me
could I not
miss.
either?
Yeah, I put Pagom and then I erased it, and then I put Pagom and then I erased it.
Yeah, people have to watch this
Yep.
one. Okay. Yeah, Pagon 5. What? Third? You already had BMT on here, so third best mid. I think he's so good. He's so talented.
He's
He's
so good.
what,
It's
second
crazy
year
how
in the
there's
league?
2 people in his role better than him, but I mean, there just is.
They are. Okay, here we
So I
come
think
up.
we might have the same top 4. I mean, not the same order. No, sorry.
No, I have,
You already
yeah,
said fine, okay.
yeah, I already said
But then you, okay, yeah, just swap Final K and adapting, and then it's the same.
okay, so who's your 4 then?
My 4 is Baskin.
Baskin. 4 is my Baskin as well. My 4 is Baskin as well.
My Baskin is 4 as well. Yeah, he's
He's
really
pretty
good.
good.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Baskin's really good.
Baskin is really good, and it's crazy how I was so excited to watch him when he first got picked up last year because I'd never even watched him before, and people were
Yeah,
saying he was crazy. I didn't believe him.
they were right.
I'm a believer now.
I'm a believer.
Okay,
He carried the Bulls to a tournament win. They don't do that.
exactly, exactly, and he like carried them back in those games. Um, okay, this is where I'm confused with you. I know you're 1, and surely you have fine. Okay, here at
Yeah.
3. Okay, okay. I would have had some questions putting Final K above Shinto. I mean, I'm still baffled that Final K is above adapting, but that's fine.
Maybe it's just by solo by a showing. I'm not gonna. Oh, I put Final K for you. Oops. Our lists
No,
were the same, so it confused me.
Shinto is my 3.
That's fair.
And like, how are you gonna knock being the third best player in the league? Um, there was a time this year where he was number 1, but at the end of the year, wrapping up, he's gone down to my 3.
Are you
I
gonna?
wouldn't be
I
upset.
wonder who you have at 1.
Yeah, who do you think?
Okay, so
Um,
you didn't quite go that crazy.
no, no, no. I think adapting is good, but I think he's number 2 good. He's not.
All right, and then when I said I didn't have any carries on my list, I was telling the truth. I
Okay,
don't.
I was gonna say the boxing gloves are really coming out. So you have Shinto 2,
Yeah, of course.
and then we all have Paul 1.
Yeah, everybody in the world has Paul at 1.
You should. I know there's people who are Paul haters, but it's how. How is
Yeah, I
my
mean you can
question?
hate him, but you have to admit his talent. I'm a
He's
Cyclone hater, and I admit he's good.
Paul is great.
Yeah,
I don't know how he plays just so consistently. Let me pull up a statistic for Paul.
just any of them. There are no stats for this
There are
match.
no stats. Here, wait. Let me pull up something even better. No, wait. Paul wasn't in our all league team last phase, so I don't have a picture.
He wasn't.
I don't have a picture of him. Um, no. Yeah, okay, let me find this then. What do we have? Venenu and BMT? BMT made it. That's crazy.
He was so good.
BMT is still good. Okay, let me find a Paul statistic. Paul Berger is his last name.
Hold on. I don't know if you can read my handwriting, but I got one for you.
Do it. Do it.
You want me to go for
Okay,
it?
here, wait. I'll give you this. In his last 5 games, that's a bad stat. He's built Obsidian Shard every game.
It's so random.
Does Obsidian Shard make you play like Paul? Find out next time.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Um, no, he doesn't die. That's the stat I'll leave you with.
He hasn't died all phase.
He dies rarely, and he's not only cool, but he's calm and collected as well.
And also, he always makes sure to get right lane.